I knew who you were when I first saw you. There was an unimaginable pull. I couldn't place my finger on it. I watched every video with a deck. I spoke to every person who knew how to read one. I even asked God for answers. I never had them verbalized. You made me feel alive with your essence, your encouragement, your smile, your outlook on life, your drive. It was more than just the beauty. For years, I've watched you come into your own. Something happened along the way and we're no longer acquainted. But that still doesn't mean I don't think about you every day. I'm tormented with synchronicities about you every day. It's like I'm being haunted by someone who died that wasn't very fond of me. At times, I adore you. Other times, I despise you, especially for the lack of accountability on your part, your refusal to face me. You were just like everyone else in my life, cowardly. I asked for an affirmation, nothing. I asked for an answer, nothing. I asked for a check-in, nothing. Now it's like I go looking for love in other places and it never comes up. I go out of my way to finally step out of my comfort zone. That is when I am reminded of the simple fact that I should have never talked to that woman. I was better off alone. That chick was toxic as fuck. Like I've been saying, these suitors that are coming in don't love me for me, baby. They only want my energy. Once they could get a little bit of that, they run for the hill, pretending I was never a thought. Yet they're still wondering to see if the grass is greener on the other side of that hill they sprinted up. And turns out it's as brown as shit after dinner. She'll never admit it. I was the wish fulfillment. She wanted to sabotage it. I was the emperor on her deck. She settled for a page. I was the main course. She only wanted butter rolls and bacon bits. I told her, lie in that grave you dug alongside that karmic. You both can rest peacefully. Attempt to replicate my energy in all those pretty boys that are dumber than pebbles. They'll never teach you anything. Eat all the bread and bits you want until you puke, but just don't choke. After realizing your intentions, I had to walk away. At times it's like I want to run back, but then I'm reminded of how I was treated. Perhaps it was the best thing I could have done, but it still hurts though. Mine says you might not even be the true one, but then my heart kicks in like, no, she is the one. This separation phase is necessary. I be wondering, did she receive her karma? Is she using it as a way to change her ways or still stuck in those ways? My intuition tells me you still watch me from somewhere. Again, wondering if the grass is greener on that other side of the hill you ran to. Not only that, inspired by my achievements, wishing that could be you sitting in the front row, witnessing my wins. You'll never let that be known, but I know, and I have the power to make everyone else know it too. They most likely do, but this isn't to tear you down. I have enough grace in my heart to wish you the best. Even if we never cross paths again, and God snatches you away from me for good, I still will wish you the best. I may not be able to have what I truly wanted with you, but at least I have success. Admit it, look at the metrics. No one else is as consistent as Savage Writer, and if they are, show me them then. Maybe someone else will love me the way you did, just that it won't be you. Or maybe I'll be strung along in mediocre connections for the rest of my adult life. Maybe you'll realize just how true I was once you see I'm happy with someone else. If I ever am, that is. Ever since I lost you, I became more powerful. I became more talented. I became more successful, but at what expense of broken hearts. Losing someone I truly adored for reasons I refuse to disclose. I paid the ultimate price to reach this phase of my career. You, it's all good. In this life, you gotta give something to gain something. For me, that trade-off was intimacy. In return, I got the whole game in my hand, but my heart is still broken, also bleeding. Money, power, status, I still can't sleep. Money, power, status, I'm still depressed. Money, power, status, I still could get pulled over by police. Babe, it was supposed to be us, conquering the world together. Now I'm having to do it all on my own. The burden is heavy, but I'm built for this shit. Strength is my middle name. It was supposed to be us, conquering the world together. Now I'm having to do it all on my own. Settling for less, having suitors stalk my profiles, but don't make no moves though. It's a huge void to fill. None of those jump offs could take your spot, but what does it matter? That's because it doesn't, but it does at the same time. You know what? I have pride in walking this path alone. Shit gives me a sense of power I never had before, and it didn't come from man. I owe it all to the universe. So if you find yourself hating on me because I'm doing well in life, then hate whoever the fuck you pray to. That's who was blessing me. Oh wait, a lot of you probably don't do that either. I recommend it sometime. The end is near. Another chapter of my life is opening up, and I'm not sure if you're in it. I would love for you to be, but at the same time, are you ready to be in this part of my book? Time will tell. I'll leave it up to the Most High. But babe, I wanted to tell you one last thing before I disappear and you never hear from me again. Wherever you are, be all there.